it's kind of like how tanks got really, really big and then started shrinking as technology made it more effective to have a, like, you sort of reach a saturation point where if you had a tank that was too heavy to cross, like, the bridges that even you would construct, then you just couldn't use it anywhere.
Fascinating.
So in this case, you had the SR-71, which was like the fastest plane in the Umaverse. It went to like Mach 3.5, I think. And instead of being made out with aluminum, it was made with titanium. I don't know if we're rolling yet. I want to tell this
we are rolling, and
nice,
Taylor,
because I want to tell you about the titanium.
Taylor.
Let me tell you about the titanium.
Taylor.
Tell me about the
Gotta
titanium,
be honest,
George.
dude. This shit's going in one ear and out the other. I have zero interest in planes or tanks. I'm not gonna retain any of this.
Not gonna replay in any of this.
I love you, bro, but like, I feel like I'm in a classroom, and I'm falling asleep, daydreaming about getting home so I can play Doom Eternal.
Did you ever do that experiment in class where they get like, I think they did this at a science museum too. They did this a presentation thing where they had like a pipe and a ring thing that was super cold, and it wouldn't fit over the pipe, and then they put the ring thing in some like boiling water, and then it did fit.
No, but I remember the experiment where we all made a chain, and then one person was like touching metal, and then another person was touching the Van de Graaff generator, and then they would like move their fingers towards each other, and a fucking bolt of lightning would pass through them.
I remember for a short period
I was
of
the
time,
guy at the end touching the metal. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about that experiment is how like it's such a like an efficient way of everyone who's curious about getting zapped can get zapped pretty much the same. It's a very efficient way of playing with zappy stuff.
It was definitely one of my more favorite experiments. Anyway, hi everyone, I'm Lujek, that's Taylor. Welcome back to Borderlands.
I'm Taylor, and here's a fun fact. The Van de Graaff generator is named after Van de Graaff, or someone with the last name Van de Graaff, like Graff. It's not a Van der Graaf generator. Like, it's not some kind of graph based on Vanders.
Huh.
Yeah, and it's I got the spelling wrong for a while. I kept putting the wrong one in. My older brother was really interested in them back when he was in like high school, and he wanted to build one just to like zap stuff out of curiosity, and he like figured out generally how they work, or at least how like a home edition works, where which is kind of funny because like the homebrew versions of a Van de Graaff generator just use like a bunch of big old rubber bands. So like you get a bunch of rubber bands from like some old moon shoes or something from like the 90s, and a electric motor, and then it runs like a bristle or something across that, and basically it just generates static electricity. And I think that's so funny because it's something that you plug in, but like the power isn't to like create static electricity. The power is to move a rubber band that rubs against something, so it just generates static electricity instead of like a regular current.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's why it feels what's the word? That's why it's like got such a limited sort of capacity to it. While it's relatively safe on its own scale, because it's only got like a handful of zap to it. That's also why it makes your like hair stand up, because it's got the same sort of effect.
That's fascinating.
Yeah,
I am picking up some elemental weapons. Well, I'm picking up one elemental weapon because one is all I can afford. Hey, I have artifacts! Have you equipped any of your artifacts?
I don't think so. Oh, let's see here. Phase walk with incendiary damage. That sounds very cool. And I just got an achievement called "You Call This Archaeology?"
Well, yeah, Should I give Bloodwing fire damage or shock damage? I have a fire sniper rifle, so I think
I'm gonna go with.
the shock.
I was gonna say go with fire damage because like we've almost like all of the creatures that have been the most problem, like mainly bruisers and skags, they're all meat, and so they're more vulnerable to fire damage.
True. Wait, how do I equip them? I clicked them, but where are they now? Are they just...
Okay,
oh
hold
no,
on.
I have to go to, here.
Tell me, explain to me what menu you're on right now. I'll guide you through it.
You have to go to their skill tree thing, and there's a section for artifacts.
Man, now I'm just imagining like other like.
Wait, do you know where to find it?
You have to rotate the statue until the shadow looks like an eagle. Just keep trying, and then it'll activate the door.
No, but seriously, do you know where to find it, though?
Find what? Oh, artifacts? That's the
Yeah,
weird thing.
do you know how to equip it?
On it.
Because I know how to equip it.
on it?
I'm just making sure you know how. Do you know how?
Nope. No, I clicked another one.
You gotta go to your... So you've activated it, so now you have to go to your skill tree.
Oh, okay. So you just eat it, and then
like
can
on the left.
switch.
On the left, you equip artifacts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just eating these things like popcorn.
Yeah. And I got
There's a moment in Ratatouille where he's talking to his rat brother. He's like, "What are you even eating?" And the rat brother guy is just like, "I don't know."
No.
You don't even know?
It's like one of my favorite scenes.
Man, I don't understand how powerful people like you are who can eat the spicy Cheetos.
I'm just a guy that likes...
I don't think my mouth produces the right like chemicals to nullify its power.
I'm just a guy that likes a bit of spice in my life. No, actually, I'm just a guy with slightly dead taste buds. That's a thing that I heard, that like the reason some people can handle super spicy stuff is because like their taste buds are deader, so it doesn't like
That might be possible.
register.
That would be the natural like extension. If you had less of a sense, you would go with more extreme foods.
Yeah.
And so you could basically just steer into it.
Yeah. Oh man, I want to dash like in Doom Eternal, but there's no dash button. It's just crouch.
And I want to power slide, even though I know it doesn't actually make me faster.
I'm spawning a vehicle. Get in the vehicle. Get in the vehicle.
Alright, get in the vehicle.
Get in the fucking vehicle.
I got the rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher, baby!
I gotta say, the rocket launcher is pretty satisfying. It actually is fairly accurate.
You're fairly accurate.
The weakness is is like the...
Let's go.
Time, you know? You gotta pace it properly.
Right. What?
I fired the cannon right as it like cut to the loading screen. So you just hear beep, beep. Just completely cuts off the audio.
Exit with a bang.
So, so you know in last episode I was talking about Elite Dangerous. Now I was kind of interested in that.
Just run. Don't waste ammo on these guys. We gotta get the sledge.
Oh wow, I can take down like the adult guys pretty quickly now.
Don't even waste ammo on them.
Alright, I'm running. Where are you going?
Well, I thought I was going to where Sledge was, but apparently not.
I'll handle this. Did it work?
I don't know.
They're not all the... Oh wow, that took out... Yeah, I think this just like Skag Gulch? It's just, it doesn't have the normal scripting on spawning in.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but it's really annoying.
Look at this date, 9-2.
You still with me?
Hold on. Gotta activate my phase walk, but it's there. We go. Hardcore parkour.
Good job.
That's satisfying.
Not wasting ammo on you, pricks.
No one is allowed to shoot me or my clients in the butt.
You have a client?
Well, because back when we played Dying Light, not Dead Island, we were playing Dying Light, which we didn't stream. At least I don't think we did.
No, we didn't, but we should.
I had this. I was looking through the special like outfit things, and one of them was like a business suit. So I was just like, oh, okay, so I could just pretend that I'm like your bodyguard.
Oh yeah.
So constantly like just rushing out of nowhere, doing like drop kicks on zombies. Like,
Yeah, I remember that.
Step away from the client.
I remember that.
The package must be secure.
Alright, now we gotta get to Sludge. We gotta get to that boss fight. There's a boss fight. Ooh.
Yeah.
Which we're actually at the proper level for now, so...
Yeah. Let's see, do I have... Oh, I got some skill points I should probably use or something here.
Yeah, probably. It'd probably be good. Burn, baby, burn! Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn! It's a Disco Inferno.
And, of course, at least one of my upgrades went to fire rate, because it's straight up with more damage.
Oh, okay, well I'm down.
At least in my business. Sometimes when I'm reviving you, I have to like reach over with the like, base of my thumb to hit the crouch button. Because if I take cover behind you, it like if it hits your hitbox, it just you can't actually be damaged while you're already down.
Yeah,
which is amazing.
It's brilliant. Oh, jeez. Okay, wow.
Oh, we're gonna have to go.
Oh my God! What? How did you catch? How are you on fire? Oh no!
Oh, where? I was right behind there. I just couldn't get out of it. There's Dave.
Well, if you didn't want to die, then you shouldn't have picked a fight with us.
My melee's gonna be way better now, because my daze chances increased, and so now I I can just pull off the whole the poison blade thing from Dead Island. It's just like he's on his back up.
Oh wow, that's a lot of people.
Okay, I hit that guy.
My bird is on fire! This bird is on fire!
Catchphrase? This bird is out of control! Imagine the hard catchphrase to use.
What catchphrase?
This bird is out of control.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this.
You haven't?
It's pizza on a bagel!
Dude!
If it's on a bagel, you can have it any time of day!
Dude, my mind was so blown the first time I saw one of those. One of those, like, pizza bagel things.
Bagel.
I was like, whoop!
Do you have any of those Healy thingies? The answer is...
I think I have a few. Do you want one?
Oh, hello. The funny thing is, this SMG has a 49 bullet clip.
Hey, do you want healing items?
Sure, if that's possible.
Is it possible? Let's see, drop, and drop.
Oh, it fell through the
Drop.
barrel, but I
There's
can
one
pick
more.
it up.
There's one more. Okay.
Alright.
Good. And I should also use one. And shut up, Claptrap. Whoa, hey. This guy's just sort of frozen in place. Do you see that?
Yeah, that's actually, I think I got a screenshot of that happening before. Like, their ragdoll effects aren't completely ragdoll. They have certain, like, rigid points. And so
Right.
occasionally they'll, and instead of, like, falling over all, like, cowboy style, they'll fall over, but, like, in like, a weird, like, kneeling. Like, my final act is to say to the new bicycle in this guy. The shiniest meat bicycle was within us all along.
Oh no. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh crap. Oh man. Oh jeez. Ooh, headshot. Oh no. He spotted me. But he is losing, taking a lot of damage.
Oh, that's because he's the badass later. Why won't any of you stun? Spend the points on the stun damage so I can do some stun.
Can I get some stun, please?
When I need to stun someone, I use a stun attack to remove that. Oh, okay, now I'm good.
Oh jeez. Oh no. My shield is down. My shield is down. And I'm low on health.
Oh, you're retreating. Yeah, I'll tell you. There we go.
Man, fuck those guys.
So one thing that throws me off is that these gray barrels don't have anything in them.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's just, I guess they're full of, I don't know, CO2 or something. Like
Full
something
of
that just doesn't react.
dreams.
Full of hopes and memes. Alright, got 3 grenades, that's pretty good.
I need a med kit. In fact, I need to.
Just let me in the base, just busted up my knees. You just put a brick near me.
You're a brick.
I was actually rewatched a bit of. Oh, we got some weapons over here, by the way.
Okay, cool. I will come down and check that out in a minute. Sounds like there's a couple of tinks fucking with you. Or they're not called tinks in this game.
Yep, there's one. Okay, another guy just popped out of the woodwork. Punching him in the face.
Oh my god, who's shooting me?
I'm trying to
Get out of here.
Split a brick near me.
Get out of here, you small, tiny creature.
He's drawing a mean picture mean picture of me that makes me look dumb. Now I'm punching that picture. Now he's drawing a new picture on my hand, and now I'm punching him with that hand.
Wait, what?
It was
Sounds like World Doctors. Is that World Doctors?
Yeah, that's actually from the one like arc their show had, which is a terminal job miss. It was a series of like 3 episodes where they lose their job and have to get it back through shenanigans.
Graphic designers. Wait. Where did you say those weapons were?
Oh, yeah, down here.
Will you get out of here? Go away. Go away. Go away. God, this guy's...
No, not that way. That's the boss hole. Hold on. Let's see. It's up here. There's one.
Oh, hey, look, a weapon. Oh, okay. I was gonna take that and sell it.
Let's see here. It was on a side path around here somewhere. Oh, back here.
Hey. Ammo. Ammo's good.
And then now.
Oh, nice. We got a Tedior shotgun. Is it better than what I have currently? No, not really, but I can sell it. And a thumper. Does 30 damage.
I have all.
Why are they
all SMGs. I got too many SMGs.
Does fire damage.
Look, here's a pretty good SMG right there. Oh, it does electric damage. That'd be good.
Ooh, electric damage.
Did I ever tell you
let's do
the
that.
mysterious, the alternate timeline concepts?
Hang on a minute.
that-
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Be right back.
Okay. And now, for some jolly good intermission music.
Hey, I'm still here, but I have to let the dog out real quick. Because he's losing his freaking mind. He's like, hey, can I go out? I just walked you. You shouldn't need it. Okay, I'll have to let him back in a few minutes.
I learned something. No, there's
What did you learn?
There's enough space behind the spawn point that you could hide behind it.
Really?
Yeah, it's been around.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you can actually go back. Oh, right. I was going to tell the story I think that a lot of people will find very, actually particularly relevant now. Did you know that the abrupt cancellation of Invader Zim led to the creation of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes, everybody knows that.
I don't think everybody knows that.
Really?
The only reason, even it's not even clearly there's one sentence on the Wikipedia page for Avatar: The Last Airbender that mentions it, but the actual story in its fullness was in specifically in this one book that was I used to have this hardcover book that had a really good art on it, and it was what is it? Avatar: Art of the Animated Series. And at the start of the book, it talks about the creation of the show itself, and how Brian Konietzko, who was the art director for Invader Zim at the time. Invader Zim basically just got canceled, and I'm using their words here, was abruptly canceled in its second season. And they're like, what do we do now? And it's well, we're two young fellas. We don't have any dependents. We don't have any pets. But we got contacts in the animation industry. Let's try to make a cartoon. And so they did. And they got a bunch of people together and made a cartoon.
Huh. Neat. Alright, you ready for this?
And so there's an alternate timeline out there where Invader Zim lasted a few more seasons or whatever, but there was no Avatar: Last Airbender.
Well, that's not a timeline that I want to live in.
It's a darker timeline.
I mean, could you imagine the world without Avatar? That'd be horrible.
These guys are everywhere. They're just popping out of the woodwork.
Oh wow, we're actually doing pretty good this time, right? Oh my god.
Oh yeah. But there's one problem. He's not on fire.
Ah, okay. Well, now I'm down, and I shouldn't be
Take
down.
down one of the small guys.
I'm trying. Yeah.
All right, let me clean up this up.
Oh my god!
Shaboom.
Stop.
I have become a fireball. I just realized that the bandits don't have funny one-liners when they die. I think that was, when did that first show up in the series?
Wait, what?
Bandits having one-liner, funny dialogue as they expire. So
I think that started in the second game.
Yeah, because I know it's in the third, but I haven't played the second one. But yeah, because these guys are just ah. But in Borderlands 3, you get a mixture of ah and my chili recipe dies with me.
You will remember my name, which is ah.
If you strike me down, I'll become more dead than you could imagine. Oh, right.
I am the one who knocks.
Alright, I pressed the button and it opened a thing, and it looks
hey,
like...
look at that. Wait. Give it
It looks like a mine gate key.
You should be able to get into the mine now. There's nothing between you and Sledge, and we're one step closer to the vault. I believe in you.
You know, it's a twist
Sledge,
that
we're gonna
I
come for
haven't...
you.
Here's a twist that I haven't seen in fiction, and I really think it should be.
Hang on, I gotta let the dog in. Good boy. Who let the dog in? Who?
Years later, man comes forward and admits to letting the dogs out. Remember when Who Let the Dogs Out was like massive?
Yeah, it was like everywhere.
It was just used in like just any time it could be. It was used on like ads. It was used on like ads for like TV shows and movies.
It's a good, solid song.
I mean, it is pretty catchy. It's actually, it's on the, it made the list of most important pop songs in the Trolls movie.
Huh.
Yeah. They kind of like, they basically speed run, they're trying to explain, pop music to the country music trolls who are very like forlorn and like what's the word? It's kind of, it's hard to describe that exact like emotion, but they're trying to explain like pop music, and so they just blaze through like clips of several pop songs from the last like 30 years.
Huh.
Yeah, you had a little Gangnam Style. You had a little Who Let Dogs Out.
They did Gangnam Style?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's like that's one of the more recent ones, more or less. I mean, which is funny because
I mean, recent-ish. It's pretty old by now.
Yeah, but like it's kind of funny because like I sort of like the background, like the whole like the background narrative of the Trolls World Tour movie, where like the strings of harmony were originally held by the pop trolls who just like tried to consume everything. And it's like, you know, I feel like everyone is at a point in their life where they felt like pop music was consuming everything.
Yeah.
At least maybe that was just like my and the previous and the next generation. Like it was at least a few generations. I remember being like, wow, pop music is like everywhere, and it's like, no, it's like it's a staple of it's like a whole genre. It's a big chunk.
Right. God damn it, where the fuck are we going?
Now, if I could have made like an improvement on the Trolls movie, I would like more like random, what's the word? Like have it that the characters go from silly to completely insightful about music styles because like they have a personal connection to it. So they'll be like, they'll be like, hold on, I think I messed up this. Can't turn this waffle maker on. And then it's like, so tell me about like this genre of music, and it's like, oh yeah, so this goes back to about this era, and it started out like this, and then when the war broke out, then like just like getting into the like what makes the genre. Oh man, I recently learned about honky tonk. I can tell you a little about.
I would just not make a Trolls movie. I mean, no offense to anyone that likes it, but it just
Not really your thing.
I saw parts of the first movie. I haven't really sat through it in its entirety. I just earned a trophy called Pyro. But I saw like enough bits and doodads of it that I know that I don't really want to sit through all of it.
Yeah, but have you seen the bits and pieces of the second movie? I've seen the Trolls World Tour like 2 times maybe. I think I've actually seen it twice. Because they really did have some very catchy music in there.
Yeah, but I could
Except for
listen to
Smooth
that
Jazz
on...
Troll, because it's very hard to look up the lyrics for Smooth Jazz.
Yeah, but I could just listen to the actual songs on YouTube.
Well, yeah, but like, you could... It's even better if you look up the clips from the movie. Because you get like the... They really put a lot of effort into the choreography. The fact that like, a lot of the characters dance while singing.
Well, that's good. I mean, I hope they made a decent profit off it. Like, people worked hard on that, so, you know.
Yeah, it was pretty neat.
It's just not my cup of tea.
Oh, look, he's shooting up the wall. He's riding his bicycle in the same. Oh, he was at just the right angle to where he was shooting at the wall. All right.
Did you just shut the door?
Yeah, just shut the door.
Okay. I guess you could do that.
It's one of the few doors in here that does that.
I didn't even realize any of the doors in this place would shut.
There's only a couple. I learned about one of these because I remember I was retreating and I was like, oh wait a minute, I can close this. There's like a couple in this level.
Right. Hey, how far are you on Umbrella Academy now?
Right. I would have to check an app for that. Let's see here. What is that?
I don't know. I'm not able to see what's on your computer. You tell me.
Okay. Gonna load up on my mobile device, see if that would work. But
oh, this is where the exit is.
Let's see. I got. Oh. Okay, so I got. We've seen. Oh, hold on. You ever get one of those power yawns, like you can feel it in your temples?
Yeah, all the time.
You're like, oh no. So,
Just like, here it comes!
I got the first... I know I got through the first couple episodes. But I don't remember if I got... I think I finished 3. If you look at our text, you could probably figure it out from context, maybe. Because I was like, oh, there's the what's his name? Larry? Leonard? I think it's Leonard.
Leonard, that guy.
Leonard, and I like, you know, rewatching the series because like I had originally seen just like a handful of the episodes and then kind of just drifted off. But where are you going?
I'm selling my shit, dude.
Oh, that's probably a good idea. But look, like, now that I've gotten back into it, it's what Lujack will recognize as the Batwoman principle. The comic, not the show, where... Did I tell you that story? It was a while back.
No, you didn't.
Where the first time, so back when I was, like, reading all of the DC comics, just all of them, I was just like going from one to the other and basically like per like group, because each of the titles would be under a sort of banner. So like pretty much the entire Bat family was under the Bat family sort of banner.
Right.
And so I was reading a bunch of Bat family stuff at the time, and for some reason, like when I first started reading Batwoman, I was like super distracted, and it just fell right through my brain, and I was like, huh. And then, but like I went back and read it, and I was like, oh, this is actually good. I was just like really tired when I tried starting to read the series. What's weird is that like a bunch of it still falls out of my brain because it has like it had a very specific concept of like a guy whose superpower is to bring myths to life, and so he can only really create villains if he's got someone who sort of matches another archetype. For instance, like he put a fake hook hand on a guy and he turned him into Mandor Hand Hook Cardor.
Huh.
I know that the actual legend's called like the Hook or whatever, but Mandor Handhook Cardor.
Wow.
And the most like ambitious one was that, as per usual, Killer Croc was mutating as he always does. Dude, you need health. It looks like you're like dead.
Maybe I'll even let you get
That's fine.
This is fine.
It's fine. Don't even worry about it. Give me 40 health, please.
I get off my train of thought.
You were talking about Batwoman.
Right. So the main villain's ability was to bring legends to life, and it's a very Doom Patrol kind of power, because it's one that can vary in being like crazy powerful or just comedically useless depending on how much it works at the time.
Right.
So he basically was trying to put together a. Now that I think about it, this is actually a pretty good premise. He was trying to put together a rogues gallery of just like local, just like little legends. So sort of like what's it called? Like a League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, except none of them knew each other. He was just like sort of spawning them in to thwart thwart Batwoman. So he's like, okay, I turned this guy, gave him a hook hand, and somehow I convinced him that he's the man hook hander, Mandor hand hook Cardor. I found some kind of ghost, and I turned her into La Llorona, and it's like his big plan, which I actually kind of liked, was using his weird, obscurely defined magics to turn Killer Croc into like some kind of like dragon god. And I was like, oh, that's really cool, because it's like he shall rise as Tiamat, and I was like, that's cool and all, but like Tiamat's like she's a lady dragon. I feel like you overlook. I mean, I don't know what the extent of the identities of what's the word? Like, I don't know how it's supposed to work precisely, but like I feel like Killer Croc didn't get enough like agency in that story, because it was like, oh, Killer Croc, what is he doing? And it's like he's constantly mutating, and it's like, yeah, but is he doing stuff? He's kind of. Someone wants to turn him into a dragon. Yeah, but what is he doing? He's just right there. He just kind of got pulled along for the ride. At least that's how I remember it. I might be off of that.
Right.
There's these little bits and pieces that I remember vividly from years ago, and stuff that just kind of slipped through my brain.
Happens.
Which is the funny thing, though, is that like it also, a lot of what I remember has to do with presentation, or it has to a lot of what you like remember has to do with like your emotional state and stuff. And so I remember a lot of comics that I've seen.
Wait.
And you've now been contracted to assassinate one of their leaders. This type of unsanctioned mercenary activity undermines the stability of the region. You have been warned. Continued insurgent activities will not be tolerated. Abandon this futile pursuit and turn yourself in.
The fuck is that accent?
It's like, I was gonna say it's vaguely Slavic, but it's just a little bit. It's like theater vampire Slavic.
Ah,
That's
1, 2, type 2 diabetes.
The reason I use the term Slavic is because I am not I'm not educated enough to tell the difference between like subtypes of like Eastern European, and I don't want to be the kind of person who's like, oh, this sounds like British, and it's Australian, except for Eastern Europe.
Right.
Let's give it a wide range of where it could be.
Right. You're on fire. I can see the future. Now you two can see the future. I'm on fire.
I just realized that this game doesn't seem to have damage indicators for when you're on fire. Like, at least you're not stunned, which is good, because we all learned how annoying that was last game.
Wait, was that Dead Island?
Yeah, where you get stun locked if you were burned. And it's like, that's like the opposite of how a human reflex should work if you have fire near you. I would hope that you could get out of the fire.
Yeah, seriously. That's not how fire works.
At least if you're like a main character, can you do that? But yeah, like it was a little too easy for the game to get you stun locked in just a tiny pool of fire.
Yeah.
But in this game, it's weird because I noticed the whenever you mentioned that I'm on fire, that I didn't notice that I was on fire. I know that I was near fire and I was running through fire, but like I didn't have in like Borderlands 3, there's like the whole like filter that goes over your camera,
right?
And your character says stuff like hot, hot, hot.
Yeah.
Like, so you know from multiple senses are telling you that you've caught fire.
Yeah.
Whereas in this, I've literally just been like, oh, I must have been on fire. That's interesting.
It's very nifty. Get in,
loser. I
loser.
don't hear it. I don't smell it. I don't see it.
It does not exist.
I don't know where that bit came from. I think it had to be a stealth segment of a game. I don't know, like maybe back in the Spider-Man days, like the PS4 Spider-Man. It became a recurring bit where whenever I was doing a sneaking, like a stealth mission in a game. Oh, that's what that does. You hit triangle leaps. Like, interesting.
Wait, what happens if you hit triangle?
You can't hit shit.
Oh, okay.
That's
we
what happens.
switched. Switch back. Switch back.
That's enough for you. Switch seats with me.
Neat.
That's cool. Can you do that in the third game?
Honestly, I don't even know.
Oh my god, I
never
hope
tried.
so.
That's kind of funny though.
That is
It's such a
fucking
simple
awesome.
system. Yeah, it's such a simple system. It's one of those like handshake protocols. You hit the button, it goes on a timer, and if the other person hits the button within that timer, you switch.
Yeah. So, sledge to the safe house. And this is a trivial level mission. Now it's a normal type mission. What are you? Excuse me, lady. I thought we were friends.
Zero friendly fire damage.
Hang on, there's I think Claptrap just said that there's new missions available at the bounty board. You want to go check those out?
I tossed an extremely expensive machete in that zombie over there, and we can't fast travel until we get it back.
Well, you tossed an extremely expensive machete, bruh. Well, you just throw machetes all over the place.
All right, so how much to fill out this form? How much money did you make in the last year?
What?
I didn't know if you would remember that one or not.
No, I don't.
Over the table or under the table? Wait, it was like, how much money did you make last year? Like $10,000. Wait, $3? Over the table or under the table?
What is that from?
It's World Doctors.
Oh yeah. No, I need to rewatch that show.
The dumbest thing, the dumbest thing about World Doctors is that I didn't realize that the whole thing was improvised, like, voice first, until I listened to it.
Oh my god, are you serious? What the fuck? Why are they able to destroy our ride like that?
There's a lot of focus fire, and also... Oh, you're down?
Yeah, I'm down.
Alright, I'll see if I can...
Help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Okay, oh no, you can't do that, it's illegal.
Oh my god, are you dead too?
No,
wow.
I'm not dead. I have a weapon that shoots with these guys.
All I wanted to do was go back to Firestone and look at the freaking job board. Jesus.
When I need a job done, I put something on the job board so someone can do
that
job.
job.
What are you
Hey.
saying?
Are you?
No, there's a gun machine down
Are
here.
Are you underground?
Yeah, I'm underground, and also there's some things that I was not expecting.
I don't. How are you underground? Are you still alive?
If you go into the house, yeah, if you go into the house that we were in. Oh no, not there. Over here. Yeah, over here. So you go in here, you take a left, and there's just a hole, like a tunnel. It goes down here. There's some cool looking stuff over here.
What the fuck is up with this place? Wait. I need to get a new grenade mod, and I need to decide which one of these grenade mods I want. And also this shield. This is my shield. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Without my shield, I am useless. Without me, my shield is useless. Okay, let's see. Grenade damage, equipped to throw transfusion grenades, steal health from enemies, and heal you. That sounds awesome. Equipped to throw sticky grenades attached to surfaces, and to explode after a few seconds. I gotta go with the grenade. Oh, I gotta fucking drop something first.
I'm looking at how much I'm healed by the healing kits, and I feel like Zed should really be selling larger healing kits. I need like the big pretzel jar, like sized ones.
Right.
You ever seen one of those? One of those like pretzel jars. It's just like massive. It's big enough that when you fill up like a party bowl, you only really use half of it, and you put the rest away.
No. I do not.
Never seen a pretzel? Somebody in the comments link to I don't know, and a picture on Imgur or I don't know, Reddit or something, or Pinterest. I want LeJack to know how big these jars are, because they're very large.
These sound fucking huge.
Oddly enough, I think the same exact jar is also used to for tennis balls, because like some tennis balls are sold in a cylinder basically, but a whole bunch of them will be sold in these like big pretzel jars that are basically the same size and shape.
Huh. Oh, I'm not level 19 yet. What level am I on? I'm only level 17. We gotta get to the job board so I can level up now.
I just remember a really funny bit where someone's like, I tore my pocket. Better go get those sewing supplies. They open up a tin of cookies and there's a bunch of cookies in it instead of sewing supplies, and they're like, oh.
What the fuck?
It's funny because like the funny thing about that is how like cookie tins are such the reason why there's like the sort of like stereotype of people using, especially like grandmas using cookie tins for sewing supplies, is because like it's a solid place to put. What are you doing?
Oh, forgot about that.
Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Forgot about that.
There's no land there.
Welp.
Why did you?
Are you in the Shadow Realm again?
No, I did not enter the Shadow Realm this time.
We gotta get to the freaking job board so we can do that job. Where the fuck is Firestone at? I can never remember how to get back to there. I seriously have no idea.
That's not Firestone.
That's not Firestone. That would never be Firestone.
Right. Oh, I was about to mention. I think I mentioned this in another episode, but like.
Oh, hey, there's Firestone.
It's so wild that I didn't realize. You know how like how Rick and Morty they come up with the script, they come up with the general storyboard, then they do the voice acting, then they do the animation.
Yeah.
That way, when they like, if they flub a line slightly, and they're like, they can be like, "Oh, just go with it," and then they'll animate around it so it looks more improvisational.
Right.
Well, I didn't realize that World Doctors was like completely improv until like one late night at like 2 in the morning, where I was like, I want to sleep, but I can't really rest because I don't rest well. So I was
Right.
like, I should put something on that like my brain will just like listen to and be preoccupied. And so I put on World Doctors without like looking at it, just like having that running and listening to that with my earbuds. And I was like,
Oh, good, it's another fucking scavenger mission. Yeah, I guess
and
we'll do it.
I noticed something that if you listen to their skits, like just the audio, they mention a lot of things. Like nothing ever shows up and then they point it out. They have to point something out as if it's in an improv scene.
Huh.
So like every time they bring something up, it's a pitch. So for instance, when he's like, basically like the reason why there's that classic like, James, we're in the desert and we need to save this patient. Like the reason why they open their scenes like that is because it's actually an improv scene. So they might not even have like that much of a script at the start. They just like start pitching things to each other and then take the best lines.
Huh. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, if you just listen to the audio bits, it's a series of like pitches. It's also why and vice versa. It's the reason why you don't. There's never a moment where like something happens that isn't explained by what they're saying.
Huh.
Yeah, because like that's even part of the comedy itself. You know, it's like, it's that flying dead thing. Well, it's that flying dead thing. I'm that flying dead thing. There's Asian businessman on a ladder. It's
That's not a dream. That would never
descriptive
be a
about
dream.
himself. Yeah, the reason why they're like that is because it's all improv and none of it's actually. I don't think any of it's actually animated until after they do the skit.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I like improv. Improv is great.
Yeah, improv is really great. I really like. There's just some part of my brain that really likes good improv, both like performing improv and like listening to it.
Right.
Like a recent episode of System Mastery's bonus content, they did improv for like 3 whole minutes off of a flubbed line where they're like, "Wait, hold on, where are you? How did you get back? Oh, you're behind." I'm looking at the side of this garage. Like, how did you get? Look at this. This door is the same door on the other side. It just doesn't open.
Huh.
Why? But yeah, like they did this whole thing where instead of this is Expounded Universe, the Star Wars Expounded Universe podcast, but instead it was like this is bonus content. Instead it was like this is Expounded Universe bonus pond, and it's like bonus pond, and then they just went on this whole like it just became a story about an estate that had 2 ponds, one regular pond where most of the people would gather, and one bonus pond in case you wanted to look at a pond with less people around it. And it was very important that the ponds be separated by a wide margin of space so one could not see the other pond from one of the other ponds.
Huh.
It was sometimes improv comedy is funnier as like a spur of the moment thing. Like you explain it later, and it's like,
yeah,
but what's up with the flying dead thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was.
I need to rewatch World Doctors. World Doctors was a good time. Also, we should call it a night.
And then they started to talk about. It was like, oh yeah, but it's gotta be a good quality pond. You know, you gotta have all the basics. You gotta have some pond moss. You gotta have some lily pads, at least 2. I mean, without at least 2 lily pads, it's not even up to code.
Damn it.
Also, that's gonna cost you. And then And then we got a surcharge on the getting the frogs in there. We got a frog hose that we just kind of just pump all the frogs in. That'll probably do it for you. Just 5 minutes of frog hose. We've got enough of these. It was it was great. So,
cool.
That's me talking about System Mastery, playing Borderlands. My friend Lou Jack.
Borderlands. I'm Lou Jack.
He's Lou Jack. This is Borderlands.
That's a claptrap.
And this is me talking about improv. And I'm glad that you joined us on this episode, wherever and whenever you are.
This is me getting crunk.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Is this what getting crunk looks like?
That was crunk.
No, it's too early to get crunk.
Next episode, you have to remind me about That Was Crunk.
That was crunk. Wait, crunk from Emperor's New Groove? I could shoot.
Crunk.
I could shoot you right in the pupil right now, and you wouldn't even know about it.
I can't even see your pupils because you got a hat.
See your. That's because no one ever sees my pupils because I'm always wearing something over my face.
That's true. So thank you so much for joining us.
Wait. Before we go, so real quick, Mordecai constantly wearing shit over his eyes. It must make it hard to see in dark places, right? And I was thinking about that, and then I was thinking about Cyclops. Like, sunglasses kind of just stop working the way they're supposed to if you're inside, because then your eyes adjust, and then everything just looks like normal, and then you go outside, and then is bright again, and then your pupils have to, readjust because you've been wearing your glasses indoors. And I was thinking, it's gotta suck to be Cyclops, because, he has to wear ruby quartz around his eyes all the time. You think he has trouble watching stuff on his phone if it's turned sideways? Because, my sunglasses are dope as fuck. They're so strong, but, if my phone is sideways, the screen just kind of disappears. So you think Cyclops has a hard time, watching Netflix on his phone? You think he tries to put Netflix on and is the screen just disappears because of how sunglasses work?
Yeah, you think maybe there's a ruby quartz thing, a version of transition. Those transition lenses?
Yeah, I had those and they suck. They only work for a year, or mine only works for a year.
Well, as in when they first came out, they transitioned from sunglasses to glasses in 30 seconds, whereas later models they sort of perfected the formula and it was less than a second. So it actually did it was practical for going in and out of sunlight.
Yeah, except for when it wears off and stops working, and then it's not practical anymore.
I didn't know it could wear off.
Yeah, yeah, mine did. Maybe I just got a crappy model. I don't know. You think they could make prescription lenses out of ruby quartz if he was nearsighted or whatever?
I mean, probably. It depends. The real question is how thick would the lenses have to be, because they're depending on their their refraction index or what have you.
It's really weird that there seems to be just an unrealistically small population of superheroes that aren't nearsighted. If you're Superman and your whole thing is everything is super, including your eyesight, that's one thing. But if you're just a Deathstroke or a Red Hood or any of the Robins, you telling me not one of these fuckers has nearsighted vision? Almost everyone I know has glasses.
Yeah, I didn't think of how by the same token, if you had by the same math, if you had a group of say 10 superheroes from completely random places in the world, about 6 of them would be lactose intolerant.
Huh.
Yeah, it's actually apparently lactose intolerance is actually so common that it should be the other way around, that 40 or so % of the population is lactose tolerant, because the average human apparently isn't great with lactose, to some degree.
I fucking love lactose.
And that's the thing is that like I see I see lactose as a mercy in an unforgiving world. Because I don't deal with spicy stuff, and milk helps kind of neutralize spicy stuff.
Right.
So I can kind of that, and it's just a good like sort of flavor neutralizer. You can pretty much mellow out like anything.
Yeah.
Extend its flavor profile, bro. We're talking about lactose intolerance. I gotta go. You gotta go to bed. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go play some video games or something, but you gotta go. You gotta go home, go to bed.
You kidding me? I'm also gonna be playing. I'm either gonna be playing Doom or watching Umbrella Academy. I don't know which. Probably Doom. Probably Umbrella
Right.
Academy.
Also,
Fuck,
I didn't even get my my app open. Let's see here. 3. It says I was somewhere at the start of the. That sounds. I thought it was further than that.
Wait, what app?
Oh, it's called Plex. It's not actually a media app per se. It's basically just a way of connecting a server to a bunch of devices. So in this case, a buddy of mine has like just a big old server stack where they're like every time they get a movie or a TV show or something, they will put that on like a giant hard drive thing, and then you share it with everyone. And it's great because it means that everyone can catch up with shows and stuff.
Huh.
And it's super cheap.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, and that's one thing that you can do with Plex is you can access media files like through like on a server stack remotely.
Oh, that's neat. I have a cat.
Yeah.
Can you hear the cat?
Like, Google Docs for movies. Wait.
I have a cat. I have a cat. Can you hear the cat?
I don't hear the cat.
You can't hear that. Hey, get up, get right up in there. Get right up in the mic.
Which cat is it?
Do you hear? It's Buddha. She's purring like crazy. Mwah. You're
What?
such a fluffy kitty.
You gotta find where the purr is coming from.
Hang on.
I heard it just a little bit. I can't end the stream until I hear a cat purring. That's just
Buddha, no. Oh, she left. She went over to my bed, which is right next to where I'm sitting.
I would say one of my favorite cats because she's like consistently like very cuddly.
She's made of love. She's literally just made of love. I'll walk by her and she'll jerk her head around to look at me and go, "Brrr!" Like, hey, pet me. Love me.
This has been a very interesting episode of Borderlands with the Peepolorians. It's me, Taylor, and Blue Jack. And I'm reminding you all at home to take care.
Stay awesome.
Have a beautiful day.
And we'll see you next time.
And wash your hands.
Yeah,
Bye.
wash your hands, wear a mask, wash your hands and wear a mask. And
Bye.
carry hand sanitizer. Bye! Yeah, got cat, she's so fucking fluffy, yeah.